Hi, this is David and Alpert, MHC. We're going to discuss the case of Jane. So, Jane is 10 years old, and her psychologist has recommended that she um, take the Wisc-IV test due to recent academic difficulties. Um, Jane lives with her mother and father. That's, seems to be a relatively stable household. She came to the appointment on time. That went well. Her mother said there's no exacerbation of any severe issues at home. Um, but the report does say that one of the parents, one of the wage earners for Jane, just lost a job, so there is some background significant stress there. It sounds like Jane's parents are very well educated and um, perhaps are doing well, at least we're doing well financially, and has been a significant stress with this loss of a position for one of her parents. Jane's language is English, and on the Wisc-Iv score, on the Wisc-Iv exam, it's important to stress that uh, Jane left the exam basically scoring about average on most parts. However, the her mother had reported that, and as well as her psychologist had reported that there have been some recent academic difficulties, and it would seem that the area where she struggled the most was with her working memory. Her working memory index scores were above roughly 18% of her peers, which means she scored below 82%. So that's really on the tail end of what could be considered average. And it seems like Jane's ability to hold a piece of information in her head and then go and perform tasks with that is definitely on the weaker side. So, for example, we asked her to hold a series of numbers in her head and then go and try to recite them backwards. So you have to hold the piece of information, piece of data, and then perform a relatively simple task with it. Something like that is something that Jane struggled with. So it would seem going forward, best plan of action. Again, there's no academic performance issues. Her attendance is fine. So the best plan of action for Jane probably is to regularly review information with family members, continue to assess, maintain regular contact, maybe with school counselors or parents or a guardian, whatever it is, to try and keep her up to speed. Maybe some tutoring on the side can help Jane get across the finish line and have a wonderful life moving forward. Thank you.